Ahoy landlubbers! Oh no, I don't like that. Hello everybody, welcome back. I don't know what this is either. Hello everybody. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing this beautiful, wonderful, amazingly fantastical book, Passenger, by Alexandra Bracken. So this book, if you have never heard of it, which is really weird, or you don't know what it's about, is about this girl. Her name is Henrietta Spencer, and she is a violin player. That's what she does, and this is an awful summary. I can't focus. Basically, she is scheduled to do this event where she has to go play this violin for this crowd, but she ends up getting... Why is this literally the world's worst summary? Why can't I talk? Okay, she's at this event playing the violin, okay? And this girl basically kidnaps her, not actually kidnaps, but kidnaps her and pushes her through like this portal thing. She ends up on this ship in, I want to say, the late 1700s, and she's very, very perplexed, and she doesn't know what's happened until she's taught, it is taught to her, it is discovered that she is basically in this family of time travelers. They're called travelers, and they can time travel through space and time through these things called portals whenever they want, wherever they want, for the most part. She learns that she's a traveler. She's been sent to this different time, and basically she's given a mission. She is supposed to find this ancient relic that is very important for kind of unknown reasons, and she has to find it. So it was basically like a scavenger's hunt through time and space. Really freaking bomb. Really good. I personally loved it. Very, very good. Oh my gosh, I just realized I have the perfect thing for this. Okay, so I got this in an owl crate box a long time ago. Look at it. Look, it's like a little compass on a what is that called? A wheel thing of a ship, and then there's a little anchor. It's a necklace. Oh my gosh, I've literally never worn this, but it's perfect. Perfection. You see that? I am a true passenger. Not a passenger, traveler. What's up? Right here. Represent. Yeah, that's basically the summary for this book. So if you haven't read this book, you should leave because you are going to get spoiled, and this book is really good and you don't want to spoil it because then you're never going to be able to read it the same way as you would be able to read it if you hadn't spoiled it. So you really should just spoil it for yourself, and you really should just click off this video because you're going to spoil it for yourself. So yeah, don't spoil it. Okay, now's your chance to leave. I'm going to start talking about the book in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's talk about this book. Actually, let's make a spot of honor for it, I think, first. Step 2, let's talk about this book. This book, while I did love it, is very slow moving. Took me a while to read just because of how slow it was, and it was a lot of information to take in at once, so like, I had to take a lot of breaks while reading it because my mind would be like imploding every 5 seconds from all the information that you get. Still love the book though, still love, it's a good book. Other than that, I did very much so like this book. It's just very slow paced. Can we just like talk about Sophia like really fast? At first, I absolutely loved her. I thought she was so funny. She was just like, she's sassy and she's ambitious and I love her, and I was like, okay, yes, she's a little rude to Etta, but like she knows what she's doing. She's low-key kind of trying to help, and like she's just ambitious, you know? But then at the end, that crap that she pulled where she just betrayed them and went with the thorns with the astrolabe? Lobe? Oh my gosh. Astrolabe. I'm literally gonna have a stroke. How many times did I have to read that stupid word? Astrolabe. Okay. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, she just like leaves Etta and Nicholas for dead, takes the astrolabe, but then, you know, she gets what's coming to her because they like stab her and leave her for dead in the middle of the desert. So, but I was like kind of disappointed because like I really had high hopes for Sophia. Like she wanted to conquer the world, but like I still did have high hopes for her. I really hoped that she was gonna be like a great character in the book, but she's just, I totally loved all the different time periods that they went to. I loved that they didn't go to like only like, you know, like 1700s and up. I love that they went back to, you know, like the 1500s and, you know, just the past. And I really would have liked it if they've gone even further. I don't know if that's physically possible, but if they could go to like BC times, that would be super cool. My favorite era would probably have to be either, I really liked when they were World War II. Where was that? London? I liked a lot of them, but probably World War II. I think that one was just, this is literally going against what I just said, but that was like the most relatable. I don't know. And also I think it's very interesting learning about a time like while it's at war sort of thing, like that experience. So that was my favorite era. What was your favorite era? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite time period was. Also, screw the Ironwoods. Like, actually screw them. At first I didn't think they were gonna be like that bad of people. I thought like everyone just didn't like them because they were like overbearing or whatever, but no, they're literally awful people. They're horrible. Cyrus Ironwood literally can go like die. I hope he does die because he's just awful. I mean, and also her mother kind of like low-key pissed me off because she's like, oh well, you needed to have a clean slate so that's why I didn't tell you anything. It's like, but also like, you literally didn't, you didn't tell your daughter anything at all in any way, just, oh. Also, okay, wait. I was thinking about this and like, this could have worked, except for, I don't know if this could have worked, but like it could have worked. Just listen to me, okay? I had this theory, because he was like, oh, you have 8 days to bring it to me. Okay, what is 8 days though, when time is a very relative thing? When you literally are a time traveler, what is 8 days? They said passages or portals or whatever the heck they're called, they're connected to years, not days, which means if you step through a portal on June 1st, you will go to that year, but still on June 1st. You won't always be transported back to the same day. It's not like, oh, every time I go there, I end up there, you know, on Christmas. Every single time. No, it's whatever day you're at. It goes to that year though. So I was thinking, and I thought maybe they were gonna do this, but I mean, okay, if Cyrus Ironwood stayed in the year that he was in, right? He stayed in, I think it was 1776, could be wrong. If they stayed in that year, he said you have 8 days. If he does not move at all, okay, they could have gone a whole entire year of looking for this thing and then come back. So let's say they left on the 22nd, right? And they had to be back by the 30th. Sorry, I sound kind of crazy. They had to be back by the 30th. So if they left on the 22nd, right, they go for a whole year. Now it's the 22nd again. And then they could come back on the 30th and he literally would be none the wiser because it was 8 days his time, but it was a whole year their time. Yes, he has his spies everywhere, but if he didn't have anyone spying on them, they could have come back in 1 day, and it would have been like a year for them, but they went a year in 1 day. So I thought they were gonna do that, but they didn't. I kind of wish they did. That would have been kind of cool. I'm really curious as to what happened to Etta. Like, I know at the very end, okay, I'm a firm believer in no body, don't believe it. Like, if someone dies and you don't see a body, don't believe it. They didn't die, because I need to see a body. I need to see a body or else it's not true. I don't care what you say, whatever. And so her body, like, whatever, sparked and exploded or whatever the heck it did. And he was very upset and he compared it to how Julian had died. However, I still didn't believe it because once again, they're time travelers. So like anything could happen, you know? So I didn't believe it. And then when her mom was like, oh no, that's not what happens when you die. She's a time traveler and anything can happen. So honestly, I wasn't like so relieved when they're like, oh, she's not dead, because I was like, well, yeah, she's not dead because there ain't no body, sucker. I'm curious though to know where she is, if she's stuck, because she's technically not stuck. If she can just find a portal, she can go to a different time zone, and if the wind could calm down, that would be great. So I want to know what happened to her. Also, screw her mom. Also, I thought it was really funny how they had to like dress for the time period. I would be so stressed because like, how do you, let's say you go from, my cat jumping on the bed, stop. Let's say you go from like ancient Rome and you're, you know, wearing your like chiton or whatever the heck. No, that's Greece. Okay, you're wearing a toga, and then you like go to like 1940s London, you know, like how do you explain that you're walking around wearing a toga? You don't. Like, it's just like, oh, costume party, you know, and especially if it's the other way around. If you're wearing modern clothing and you go back in time, like way, 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 way back, where it's like stores and clothing shops and stuff like that aren't even really a thing. Like, they are a thing, but they're not really. Like, how do you explain this? Oh, this modern clothing, you know, oh, I just invented it. I don't know. Stressful. I would not be able to like, I would let so many things slip. I would not be a good traveler, except for I really wish I was one. I mean, but yeah, that's like most of my thoughts on the cat. Ghost, can you please just stop? Those are most of my thoughts on the book. I probably have other thoughts, but I just finished it, so it's like a little too fresh in my mind. Oh, I love the relationship between Etta and Nicholas. Amazing. I love Nicholas. He's like a little overprotective, which I didn't super appreciate, but at the same time, like, I love him, so it's fine. I just need to know what happens to the next book. I don't own the next book, which is really weird. Normally I buy series, like, or I don't buy series, but I'll buy like at least like 2 in the series. Like, look, I have these 2, I have these 2, like, I have those 2, I have all the, it's just who I am, but I don't own the second one, so I'm gonna have to go buy it. Crazy times, I know, right? That is basically how I feel about this book. Very good. So excited to read the next one. Leave a comment down below telling me if you like this book, or like your favorite part of the book, least favorite part of the book, because apparently Ghost. Because apparently this book is very mixed feelings, like either you love it or you really don't like it. So I would just be curious to know like what your opinion is. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I haven't made a book talk in a long time. Thanks for watching, my dude. And I'll see you next time with another book talk, I guess. Bye!